As always, I feel like every time I'm gonna record, I just got done eating chocolate and got chocolate in my teeth, I think. So, sorry about that. um, it's good, you know, with the last month, with the series of fasting, gotta make up for the loss of sweetness, right? No, actually, I'm really, really thankful for where I am right now. I'm not on a diet or anything, but I'm just, with the fasting, I started to really do some exercise, and I feel really good overall, better than I did before when I had a sit-down computer job all day. Which brings me to what I was going to share. I don't want to go through the whole story of everything, but if someone's watching this now and they haven't watched my previous videos, I'm going to try to make a quick rundown. In January, it was the second month that the job I had for almost a year didn't have any work for me. I'd come in, I'd clock in, and there's just nothing to do. Like, no work for me, well, I already said that, no work for me, but just literally nothing, and we were not allowed to read a book or write. Yeah, and no clear knowledge that that was ever going to change. So, you know, biblically, we're never supposed to be idle, so I am being someone creative with my hands, you know, an artist, and music, I couldn't take it. So I decided to quit the job. I felt that we were going to get laid off anyhow. But I made sure to have some money set aside, saved until, you know, to take care of myself until I found another job. Little did I know it was going to be so hard to get another good job. January went by, February went by, March came. I ended up getting hired for a job that let me go after 1 week. You guys know that story if you've watched. Very strange, but not strange spiritually speaking. But very unfair, and although God's plan. And then now, Baruch Hashem, I am set to start a new job here this week. So, you know, I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm thankful. The thing is, though, that I've had, all the savings I had has run out, okay? And I am someone of faith, but I'm human. The sinful nature wants to be worried, and so I was praying, God, this is hard on my heart. I need to pay my rent this coming month. And I had people already bless me big by buying art and buying chickens, but it still wasn't enough for rent. And then I was set up for a paid music event for this last Saturday night. And I was so excited, you know. It was going to be the ending of, you know, towards the end of Shabbat. So I felt, you know, okay with that, and you know, and it was going to be, you know, with a love offering, really. And I was like, okay, God, this is how you are going to help take care of me. I think I got a mosquito bite there. This is how you're going to help take care of me. That's how I saw it. Well, then I get a call saying it's going to be canceled because of weather. And as you know, if you've been following along, I think it's not just Oklahoma. Well, I know for sure Nebraska, but all over there's been intense weather, tornadic weather, and in Oklahoma, we had some of the worst string of tornadoes we've seen in a long time. It's bad, guys. But where I'm at, I mean, I'm so thankful to God. We just got a lot of rain. We're okay. But the thing is, the music event was canceled. Turns out where the music event was, nothing happened there that was bad. It was other places in Oklahoma. But, you know, granted, people want to take care of their employees. I get that. They had shut down the venue for the weather. So, in a lot of people's mind, it's like, okay, they'll just reschedule. You're going to be fine, Yiskah. But in my mind, it's like panic, because I'm like, God, are you mad at me? This was how I was going to pay my rent with what I got, and now it's been canceled. So it was very sobering. And I know a lot of people right now are dealing with stuff like this, like America and even in the world, lots of financial struggles. I know it's not just me. But God gave me a miracle because, beloved ones, I almost didn't go to my congregation's Passover Seder because I was so, like, just the idea of spending money to go with gas to get up there, I was really just struggling with that notion. I was, lots of sobering thoughts. What am I going to do? What's going to happen? What should I do next? But I went, and God blessed me so big. I've already cried, so I'm going to try not to cry. It's okay if you cry, but I've already done my share of crying. I'm sitting there next to someone who's part of our congregation. We had new people there, but she's part of our congregation. She's seen me, but I haven't told her anything about anything. She has no idea what's on my heart. She has no idea what I'm struggling with. And as the night was wrapping up, she like reaches over and squishes something in my hand. And I'm like, what's happening? And then I'm like, feels like money. And when I felt it like money, I look at her, I said, no. Because my thought is, always when someone wants to bless me like that, it's like, thank you, but no thank you, because it's hard for me, it's hard for me. So I don't even know what she's put in my hand, but I say no, and she says something like, we're family, God takes care of, or we're family, we take care of each other. I think she said something about God too taking care of us. It was all in kind of a whisper, hush tone, and I just, at that moment, was receiving it, and I hugged her real big. And guys, I get in my vehicle after all is said and done. I open my hand, I open what she gave me. Okay, I am going to start crying. It was exactly the amount for my pay of rent, or rent pay. No more, no less. It was exactly the amount for my rent. And I had been thinking, before all this, is like, yes, God will take care of me. I trust that, but it's not like the amount of money is just going to appear. And it's almost like God was like, ha, I'll show you. And he really did. Sorry, I was trying not to cry, but I can't help it. I'm just so in awe of who he is and what he's done. You cannot tell me that God doesn't exist. You cannot tell me that he isn't still alive and doing great things in our lives, because that was too perfect. This dear woman, I pray the Lord blesses her 70 times fold, because she clearly is in prayer and close relations with the Lord himself, not knowing at all what I was going through and just listening to his lead. So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you for listening. I'm going to keep crying now. Happy tears. So I'll let you go. Chag Pesach Sameach. Shalom. Our King is awesome and mighty to save every single time. Amen. Love you all.